hashtag NFL, to get your questions on our show. I'll do my best to read them. Tom will do his best to answer them. Let's go to one of our most loyal watchers, Tom, Caleb Landry. And if you're subscribed, chances are your question gets on real quick. Will the Cowboys win the division under 500? I asked before, and Tom said he didn't think so.
I think they're going to win it at 500 now.
8-8?
Yeah.
What a crazy world.
Which is somehow so fitting for Jason Garrett in the end. I think they're going to lose to the Rams, and if they do win, they'll do it by winning the last two games. So it's either probably 9-7 for Philadelphia. They win against their not-so-tough schedule, or the Cowboys go 8-8 and make the playoffs.
How many wins for the Dallas Cowboys?
Gross.
Throw it in the comments.
NFC East.
Now we got another one of our loyal watchers, Noah Stanley. What up, man? Would Ron Rivera be willing to take a coaching job less than the head coach?
I don't think he's going to have to.
I don't think so either, but I also think he would. If you go back and look at some past comments by Ron Rivera, he wants to work with players. He is a player's coach and loves molding young men. But I also don't think that he's going to have to take.
He's going to have interest, if not for the NFL head coach. If a team hires a first-time head coach who's an offensive mind, they're going to go hard, and they're going to add him as a DC.
Molding young men, going hard. I also think he's probably better. I would take Ron Rivera. I would say over half the coaches right now in the NFL.
I don't think it'd be over half.
I like Ron Rivera.
But he'd be around that
Riverboat Ron. Give me some Riverboat Ron.
He doesn't risk anything anymore. He's not Riverboat Ron anymore.
Can you risk anything with Kyle Allen? You don't have any confidence.
Even with Cam Newton, he had that one little stretch.
He sucked when he wasn't healthy.
Yeah, but even when he had healthy Cam, he had that little stretch several years ago. Last year, he was one of the least aggressive coaches on board.
Because the offense sucked.
When Newton was healthy even.
When was he healthy?
At the beginning of the year, when he played really well. So it's not that he didn't have the right pieces. He hasn't been very aggressive anymore.
Be aggressive.
Riverboat
Right,
Ron
Troy.
is dead.
What up, dude? With the number of injuries on the rise in the final weeks of the regular season, this season is particular. Do you think this gives rise to the NFL expanding the season and having 2 buys?
I think yes. I think that's a thing you're going to see. The NFL wants it. They will give up other stuff like marijuana testing in the next CBA. They'll expand that extra game. I'm not sure what game they pick to make it really even across the board because now the numbers end up being off. But if you give 2 buys, you can have teams play the Thursday night game, have them have a bye that the week after that or before, whichever you want to go. I think it makes sense for the NFL. Cool. Plus more NFL games. It's fun.
Let's go to Jay Swoles. What are you lifting today? Who's the next coach fired?
So I think it's Garrett. But I don't know. They might end up having...
Dan Quinn, the Falcons have been playing better. I still think he's going to get fired. I mean, Black Monday. Also, if you guys want a reason to subscribe to Chat Sports, I don't mean to cut you off. We'll be doing a lot of stuff for Black Monday. So
I think something happens on Black Monday, but what if the Cowboys lose to the Eagles in Week 16 and then are eliminated from the playoff race? Maybe something happens there before Week 17.
Anthony Williams says Michael Irving for head coach. Shermer's probably a good bet.
Shermer's a good bet, yeah. But I think, all those guys make it to Week 17. I wonder if there is a coach out there. Maybe Gary gets fired after Week 16.
So continue. Who's the next coach that's going to be fired? Now, we got a fun question here. We like when you guys get to know us a little bit better. We're trying to get to know you better as well. I want you to shout out your hometown below. I'll start. Hometown. If anybody's from the 570 Central Pennsylvania, shout out to Danville, PA, the Ironmen.
Because you didn't say the hometown, you said the zip code to start.
You got to always start with the zip code. It's the 570.
It's hometown. No one has heard of the 570.
Ooh.
Area code, you're right. Thank you.
Loser. Where's your hometown, Tom?
I tell people I'm from Cincinnati because no one's ever heard of Loveland, Ohio before.
I've heard of it.
But because I told you.
Oh, don't say anyone.
You hadn't heard of it beforehand. That's where I'm originally from.
Fins Up says Chicago. The Popo says Austin. Brocave just says Louisiana. Okay. Bosco Gamer, Wisconsin. Seeing a lot of Wisconsin. Oakland. Thumper World. Shout out to the Oaktown there.
Springfield, Ohio.
I'll be there this weekend. Seeing some 979s. SLC. Continue to shout out Columbia, PA. Okay, I know where that is. Oakland, New York. Shout out your hometown below. Throw it in the comments section. Let's go to Cactus Fields, hometown of Arizona. Where do you think Marcus Mariota will play in 2020?
Yeah, I'll throw this out there. What about Chicago? maybe it's only for competition for Trubisky or a better backup
Who's
option.
better, Marcus Mariota or Mitchell Trubisky? Type M for Mariota or type T for Mitchell Trubisky? I don't know. Because what Ryan Tannehill has been able to do for this Tennessee Titans team, Tom, it really makes me wonder what Marcus Mariota is.
The regression's coming for Tannehill. Give it time. He's going to hit that.
It's going to be the Kyle Allen theory?
I don't know if it's going to be as bad as Kyle Allen, but just throwing that out there, it's going to be a thing. But I mentioned the Bears here. Look, Mariota's broken. I think that is very, very clear. Let's not forget who his coach was, or at least coordinator was. Mark Helfrich, who is the Bears OC right now. So there is that connection there. I think that might make some sense if the Bears don't want to gamble on a draft pick or an expensive different quarterback. Sign Mariota. Maybe he can push Trubisky or at least give you another option if he sucks again.
I'm looking at the comments, and it's very, very in favor of Marcus Mariota. Somebody also said Marcus Mariota to the CFL. Well, how about this? If anybody went out and bought a Marcus Mariota jersey, for one, I don't really blame you. He was supposed to be good. It hasn't really worked out that way.
The line broke him.
So now we can get you a new NFL jersey. If you want a Christian McCaffrey, we got you. Go to chatsports.com/NFL jersey. But all sorts of injuries, all sorts of jerseys for a limited time only, up to 25% off. If you need something for the holidays, Christmas, heck, Tom, I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm a medium, so if you want to get me a jersey, I'd totally be. If anybody's watching wants to get me a jersey.
I don't like you enough for that.
Come on, you invited me to your wedding, can't get me an NFL jersey. How about this?
That's a pity invite.
The next jersey that shows up on screen, you get me that one. Josh Jacobs? Heck yeah.
That was
Go to
already
Chat Sports.
on screen before you asked it. So
no one saw it. Go to chatsports.com/NFL jersey.
300 people
Should
did.
Tom get me a jersey for Christmas? Type Y for yes or Y for yes. Go get me one. Chatsports.com/NFL jersey. Let's go to Winston Shan. Looks like Tom after a few drinks here. How aggressive do you want Jerry Jones to be in the draft, trades, and free agency? All right, before you get into it, which one would you rather be the most aggressive, draft, trade, or free agency?
Trade. Because that is where you can capitalize the most. It doesn't even have to be the Jamal Adams caliber of trades. I like what they've done in recent years, going out, recent year, adding Robert Quinn, adding Michael Bennett for late-round draft picks. Getting veterans who help you right away is more impactful and valuable than that 5th, 6th, or 7th round pick. Think about this for the Quinn. He's been great for the Cowboys, right? Gave up a mid-late day 3 pick. Okay. If you lose him in free agency, you're going to get a higher pick back than you gave up. So you rented him for a year. He played better than expected. The year rental was worth it. Either you re-sign him and you keep him, or you lose him and you still get a draft pick back. That was a really good deal for the Cowboys. I want more Robert Quinn deals.
More Robert Quinn deals?
That's what I want.
If you got any more Cowboys questions or anything, go subscribe to Tom's channel, youtube.com/Dallas Cowboys Report. I know Bro Cave, he subscribes, and he looks like he's a Cowboys fan as well. Could Urban Meyer be the next Pete Carroll for Dallas?
I don't think Pete Carroll is the right comparison just because Carroll did coach in the NFL. Well, when the Seahawks hired Pete Carroll, yes, he was great at USC. The Patriots didn't want him anymore. They wanted Belichick. Funny how that story ended up working out, right, guys? But so I don't think Pete Carroll is the right comparison there. If you want to go with a college coach, you probably got to go Jimmy or Barry. But I do think Urban Meyer makes sense for the Cowboys with that USC job not coming open. I think Meyer would work well with Jerry Jones. I mean, look, we saw Bill Parcells work well with Jerry Jones. And I don't think Urban is going to demand personnel control. And I really think if you're hiring somebody from college to the NFL who has never coached in the NFL or hasn't had experience there, don't give them personnel control. That's how things go poorly. Chip Kelly, Nick Saban had probably a little bit too much influence as well. Don't go that route. Bring them in as the coach, not the front office executive. You can give them input, let them help you shop for the groceries, as Bill Parcells says, but you can't let them decide everything when it comes to it.
If you got more Cowboys questions, hit them up at What Going Downey. Let's go to Noah Stanley. What kind of dog is that, Noah? I've wanted to know that for a very long time. Name a team.
Almost looks like a Boston Terrier, but the head looks a little bit big.
I guess Tom,
like grandparents.
If you have dog questions, also hit Tom up at What Going Downey.
Name a team, doggo today.
Name a team that can make a big trade up, possibly to number 1 overall in the draft. I think the only way you see a team trade up for number 1 is for Joe Burrow.
Why would the Bengals do that? So I don't know if you're going to see a trade up to number 1. If you're talking about teams that have the assets and are willing to be and could maybe be aggressive,
You got the right assets, Tom.
thank you. It's the Raiders. They've got 2 first-round picks. The Dolphins could be aggressive. They've got number 4. Maybe they could find their way to sneak up, but I don't know if you're going to see a major trade because normally when you trade up inside the top 5 or top 10, you either A, think you're close, B, you've got plenty of assets there, but you look at the teams right now, Bengals don't make sense. Giants don't make sense for that. The Redskins don't make sense. A second-round pick, they can't trade up. Redskins might trade down.
Yep.
They could be a trade-down candidate, but is it Miami, Arizona,
And the Raiders have
Detroit?
5 picks in the top 100, but if there's one thing that I've learned from Mike Mayock, John Gruden, they're going to trust their draft process. I would be astonished if the Raiders traded up
Maybe
at
Philadelphia
all.
could get weird with it if they miss the playoffs, but I don't know if there's a really obvious fit there beyond a team like Oakland, beyond a team like Miami.
Also, Michael Kirby goes,
Or we'll be surprised.
that's a
It's always
boxer. Seeing a lot of boxers
fun. I
in the
almost said
comments.
boxer.
Appreciate you.
Damn,
No,
that
it's
was
cute
my
dog.
second comment.
It's what I said. How old
From
are
producer
you?
Dylan.
How old are you guys right now? Throw it in the comments section. Tom, we always have some fun with Tom because people always think Tom's
Yeah,
a lot
how
older.
old am I?
I know how old you are.
Okay.
How about this? I want you guys to guess how old Tom is, but I also want you to comment how old you are. So Jacob's 21. Triple says 40. So you're a man. You're 40. I'm into it. I'm 26 years old. So if that helps you out how old Tom is, if I'm 26, how old do you think Tom is? So I'm seeing some 10s in there from Fins Up. Troy Daniels is 50. I know that. Sam Reese is 16. Winston Shan is going to go with 69. I'm into it. 26 from Troy Daniels. Nick Howard says 27. Noah Stanley says Tom is 27. Mike Rubino is 33. 97. Now we're getting warmer. Some 38s. Tom is 35. Tom is in his 30s.
Noah's got it right. No, I'm not. 27. Noah got it right.
I've been waiting to see the birth certificate for a
I
very
am
long
old now,
time.
though. Once you hit 27, you are officially old.
Really?
Yes, so get ready for that in a little bit here, buddy.
Few months. Continue. How old are you? I'm seeing some 37s, 36, 6s. Cool. Let's go to Bosco Gamer. Who's that? A picture of? Is that Kyler?
Murray.
Okay. Do the Bengals keep or trade the number 1 overall draft pick? So keep or trade. If you guys were the Cincinnati Bengals, would you keep it or would you trade it? So I want you to type K for keep or I want you to type T for trade. The answer is pretty easy for me.
Yeah, you keep it. Like, you have a chance to get a franchise quarterback. When you don't have one, and there is one sitting in front of you, you just take him. You don't overthink it. You say, yes, we're going to take Joe Burrow, build around him for the next 15, maybe more like 12 years.
Or,
He's older than you might think.
from a business perspective, you trade the pick, and then we can talk about it, and then just go absolutely nuts. We'll be live. If that happens,
will kill me.
subscribe to Chat Sports on YouTube, because if Joe Burrow or the Bengals trade out of the number 1, I can guarantee you we're going to be live. Let's go to Miguel Garcia. You think Buccaneers will trade for Le'Veon Bell? So when we talked about Le'Veon Bell trade destinations before the season even started, or I guess free agency destinations, one of the top destinations was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Ronald Jones, Peyton Barber, but it's their money situation.
Last year, they were kind of tight on money. They had already committed a lot of money to various players, Jameis Winston chief among them. Some of those guys are now gone. I don't know what they're going to do with Winston. They are set for now to have upwards of $90 million.
Okay.
Now, that does not include your quarterback because he's a free agent,
What's
variety of
the
other
cap?
players.
It's like what, like 196 to 200 this
we'll
year?
just call it around 199.
Okay.
Just kind of split it down the middle.
I'm just trying to
more or
give
less.
an idea.
Yeah. So you have a lot of money if you're the Bucs. The question is, are they going to make a move there and go out and get a running back? I think that Bruce Arians would be able to maximize Lev Bell.
Okay.
But also, do you want to pay that much? I don't know.
So the Buccaneers, will they trade for Le'Veon Bell? Also, how many interceptions is Jameis Winston going to throw? Because he's
35.
Oh man, I hope it's 35.
He is the same guy he was in his first year starting at Florida State. And there's
Love
been
it.
no progression one way or the other. Exact same quarterback.
Love it, love it, love it. Let's go to Bradley Goodell. Which team is most likely to be the next dynasty? I know my answer.
Okay, what's your answer?
Raiders.
Okay, you're so wrong.
Raiders, everyone, if you're a Raider Nation,
So wrong.
spam it. Come on. Where you at? Raider Nation.
Absolutely not.
Who is it going to be then?
Chat Sports, duh, dude.
Chat Sports is going to be the next
Chat
dynasty.
Sports is the next dynasty.
Hey, I'm all about it.
There you
Chat
go.
Sports here, the next dynasty, the number one channel for NFL content. Hit that sub button. Chat Sports, we've been breaking out. Tom, having a great year. 16-0. We're the number one channel for NFL content, so rumors, news, live Q&As. If you're a subscriber, type sub, and if you're not a subscriber, hit that sub button. It's youtube.com/chatsportstv.